For 2,000 years, the Jewish people, the chosen nation of God, have longed for their Messiah, yet not recognized that he has already come. But according to ancient prophecy, a divine awakening is coming. The day will arrive when Israel will finally open her eyes and declare, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." The Bible describes this not as a mystery, but as a clear prophetic sequence revealed thousands of years ago. The prophet Zechariah wrote of 3 great stages. First, Jerusalem becomes a cup of trembling to the nations. Second, it becomes a burdensome stone for the world. And third, Israel looks upon the one they pierced and weeps in repentance and revelation. What most people don't realize is that the first 2 prophecies have already been fulfilled in our generation. Jerusalem is the cup of trembling. It is the burdensome stone. The nations rage and divide over it daily. Global leaders debate, alliances form, and empires tremble, all revolving around one tiny city, no larger than an American county. This is no coincidence. It's a prophecy unfolding in real time. In this video, we explore how the rebirth of Israel in 1948, the return of Jerusalem in 1967, and the ongoing turmoil in the Middle East are not random events. They're the fulfillment of God's eternal timeline. History is not moving toward chaos, it's moving toward completion. When Israel was reborn in 1948, the world witnessed a miracle beyond logic or politics. A nation dead for nearly 2,000 years came alive in a single day, just as Isaiah prophesied in Isaiah 66 verse 8. Can a nation be born in a day? Can a people be brought forth all at once? And it happened. Against all odds, the flag of Israel was raised over the land promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No other civilization has vanished for millennia and returned with its faith, its language, and its people intact. This was not human achievement. It was divine orchestration. The prophets had spoken, and God kept his word. Since that moment, Israel's survival has defied every expectation. Surrounded by nations that vowed to erase her from the map, Israel triumphed again and again. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, she not only survived, but reclaimed Jerusalem, the eternal city of God. Every war, every miracle, every restoration is a testimony that prophecy is alive. As Jeremiah 31 verse 36 declares, "As long as the sun and moon endure, Israel will never cease from being a nation before me." Fast forward to today. Every news cycle, every global summit, and every political agenda seems to orbit one small city, Jerusalem. The prophet Zechariah saw this clearly when he wrote, "Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all nations round about." Zechariah 12 verse 2. That cup of trembling is not a poetic image, it's a prophetic reality. Nations are staggering over Jerusalem. Every attempt to bring peace fails. Every political effort collapses. Treaties dissolve. Resolutions divide. The city that was meant to bring peace has become the center of global unrest. Why? Because Jerusalem does not belong to the nations. It belongs to God. Psalm 132 verse 13 declares, "For the Lord has chosen Zion. He has desired it for his dwelling place." And when the nations touch what belongs to God, the earth trembles. The United Nations meets again and again, passing resolution after resolution concerning Israel. Protests rise across Europe. Leaders issue warnings and condemnations, but none of them realize they're fulfilling prophecy word for word. The world sees chaos. Heaven sees coordination. The shaking of the nations is the sound of prophecy awakening. Zechariah continued his vision. "And on that day, I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All who burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces." Zechariah 12 verse 3. Every major world power, America, the United Nations, the European Union, even global coalitions, have tried to solve the problem of Jerusalem. But every time they lift that burdensome stone, they end up being broken by it. Jerusalem is not a diplomatic puzzle. It is the throne room of prophecy. It is the clock of the end times. In 1948, the nation returned. In 1967, the city was restored. And now, in our generation, Jerusalem has become the obsession of the entire world. From peace accords in Washington to wars in Gaza, from protests in the streets to debates in parliaments, everything leads back to Jerusalem. The more the nations try to reshape her destiny, the heavier their burden becomes. And soon, Zechariah's next line will be fulfilled. Though all nations of the earth be gathered against it. The stage is being set. The alliances forming now mirror the prophecies of Ezekiel and Zechariah. The world thinks it's making political moves, but heaven is arranging a divine chessboard for what comes next. After the trembling and the burden comes revelation. Zechariah 12, verse 10 declares, "And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplication, and they shall look upon me, whom they have pierced." This is the moment Israel's eyes will open. After generations of blindness, the veil will lift. A spirit of grace, not judgment, will sweep across the land. What religion could not do in centuries, the Spirit of God will do in one moment. The same Jesus they once rejected will be revealed as their Messiah. The same nation that shouted, "Crucify him," will now cry out, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." This will be the greatest spiritual awakening in human history. As Paul wrote in Romans 11, verse 26, "And so all Israel shall be saved." Imagine the streets of Jerusalem filled not with conflict, but with worship. The western walls soaked with tears of revelation. Synagogues transformed into sanctuaries of praise. Hebrew songs lifting the name of Yeshua across the land. What began with trembling and burden will end with awakening and glory. When Israel turns to her Messiah, something even greater will unfold, the return of the King. Revelation 1 verse 7 says, "Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, even those who pierced him." The heavens will open. The sound of the trumpet will echo across the sky. The Mount of Olives will once again feel his footsteps. The same Jesus who ascended from Jerusalem will return to Jerusalem. Every prophecy from Genesis to Revelation points to this one event, the final chapter of redemption. The trembling nations, the awakening of Israel, the revival of the church, all converge in one truth. Jesus Christ is Lord, and he is coming soon. But prophecy is not just prediction, it's participation. The church has a divine role to play. Paul said in Romans 11 verse 11 that the faith of the Gentiles would stir Israel to jealousy. The love of Christ shown through the nations will become the mirror through which Israel sees her Messiah. Now is the time for the church to rise, to pray for Jerusalem, to intercede for Israel's awakening, and to prepare the way for the King. Because when Israel is restored, the nations will be revived. When Jerusalem looks to Jesus, the world will see glory. The story began in Jerusalem, and it will end there. The cross once stood on a hill of rejection, but soon that same hill will see redemption. From the trembling of nations to the awakening of Israel, from the revival of the church to the return of the King, every word of prophecy is converging before our eyes. Isaiah 55, verse 11 reminds us, "So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return void, but it shall accomplish what I please." Every promise God made to Israel will be fulfilled. Every prophecy will stand, and soon the King of Kings will reign from Zion forever. If this message stirred your heart, Subscribe to this channel for more powerful prophetic revelations and biblical insights. Like, share, and comment below your prayer for the peace of Jerusalem. Because your prayers are not just words, they are part of prophecy. This is Bible Mysteries, revealing prophecy, revealing truth, and reminding the world that Jesus is coming soon.